My top 5 heavy bowguns. How could you not give your first slot to the great Gravios Giga Cannon? This is the ultimate heavy bowgun if you're into siege mode and pierce shots. It's got awesome attack power, it's even got a defense boost, and it can do both pierce 2 and 3 in siege mode, so really there's no question, if you're going to be sieging, this is what you want to use. Then Destiny's Arm from Crimson Fatalis is an absolute beast. It's got great attack, it's got slots, it has a clip size of 6 for every single pierce, and you can even go into pierce 3 as well if you want to. It's just all around an incredibly strong pierce weapon. Usually before people make the Crimson weapon, I think they first make the Kushada one. It's similar in nature, it's got good attack, it can do all 3 pierces, and it can also do pierce 3 as well. So this is a good one if you want to do a non-siege pierce gun earlier in the game before you can get a hold of the Crimson Fatalis one. Plus the sound effect when you shoot, it's really cool. I'm a huge normal shot fan when it comes to bowguns, so the Molten Tigrex is definitely my favorite in that category. You're shooting an actual Molten Tigrex head, which is awesome. It's got high attack, it's got great capacity, so just tank this thing for high attack and just have a blast. Another good normal shot bowgun is the Ukanlos Sky Blaster. Now it does have that minus affinity, so it's not as, I say, stable as the Molten Tigrex one, but it's got really high attack. Again, it has really great capacity, especially for those level 3 shots, so tank this sucker for power as well. This time I actually have 2 honorable mentions. The first one goes to the Gogma one. I didn't put any pellet shots here because I don't personally use them, but if you want to use a pellet shot, this is definitely the one to go for. It's got decent attack, it's got some smaller minus affinity, but it's got a good clip size in every other shot, so it's actually quite overall decent. But it can also do pellet level 3 in siege if that's your thing. Even on second thought as I'm editing this video, I almost think that the Agnes Scorpion needs to be in the top 5. It's got high attack, it's got good defense, it's got literally capacity for all 3 shots, so you can use this thing in just about any which way you want. So it's a really great all-around weapon, and if you throw load up, you're going to have an even funner time. One thing that makes introducing bowguns kind of hard is that there's a lot of elements that make up the weapon. There's the deviation, there's the recoil, there's all the different shots that it can do, and there's just a lot of information, a lot more than I can give or I'm willing to go through at this stage. Now that being said, there's a lot of really great resources on the internet. There's Kiraniko, there's Pink's Dex, there's the wiki, there's just a ton. So if you're interested in any of the bowguns I showed here, I encourage you, go online, do some research, and see what makes these weapons really great. There's a lot more than I covered here, and there's even different ways to use these bowguns in ways that I think you might like that I just didn't cover because that's not how I use them. Anyway, bowgunning is a very complicated but very rewarding profession, so if you're interested, I suggest you go all in. Happy hunting.